What drove you to do it?
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. It was hard mostly because Halyna was a great friend and she was an awesome human being, a great person, a mom. And the way that I know her is because my son and her son went to the same daycare together. And there's not too many moms that I work well with and know in the industry. And so her and I had that really incredible, rare thing that can happen every now and then when a person connects with you on every single level, because our kids would hang out and then she's just such a talented DP that we worked together. I would direct things and she would shoot. And as you know, there's also not that many female DPs, directors of photography. So when she died, her widower, Matt, actually asked me to make a film about her life and death. And that's how this all happened.
Oh my gosh. I mean, when you heard about this horrible day, because I mean, as a civilian, not involved with anything in, on the set, I remember it. I remember where I was when I heard this. I was like, what? You were so bad. So can you just tell us, how did that affect you as somebody who is her dear friend? I imagine at first you're thinking, wait, it can't be my friend. Like what movie, what cinematographer?
Right. Oh yeah, no, it's actually, I mean, it's still, even now, this surreal, unthinkable quality of it is there because it's not just the layers of shocking, twisted, the last time anything like this ever happened was Brandon Lee, in terms of a set with a gun that a person was, injured and killed with. So that just made no sense. And then there's this celebrity factor and this giant global news story as well. And then the reality of Halyna, who's a person with so much life left. I mean, there just was no world in which this could even be true to me. So yeah, it took a very long time to process the reality of it.
So I remember hearing that they were going to complete the movie, not your documentary, but the movie Rust, thinking, no, there's no way. And I thought for sure that her widower, Matt, would not want that, but I had it exactly backwards. As you explore in the documentary, he did want it completed, and so did Halyna's mom. Can you talk about why?
Well, I think this is one of those things as well that, from a distance and from news coverage, if you were following the story and only getting certain bits of information, this is what I love about documentaries, is that you really get the opportunity to speak to people on every side and have nuance and change the story based on what is really going on. And so when we met with Halyna's mom, she had spoken to Halyna just before she died. And Halyna herself told her how excited she was about this film and how much she wanted to finish the film. And her mother said, every film Halyna has touched matters to me, especially this last one. Like, we want to finish it. This really is important. And if you knew Halyna, that made perfect sense. I mean, Halyna is so obsessed with her work. I mean, I cannot think of a single time I ever spoke to her that she wasn't talking about her last film and all the things she learned from it. And so knowing that her mother wanted this completed, knowing her family wanted this completed, I even personally had conversations with her son because he would be curious about all of the films she was working on. So she was so intrinsically connected to her work. When you understand that the family wants something, any victim of any awful, horrific tragedy, as soon as you know what the family wants, if the family wants a tree in someone's honor, you just want to do that. And so her family wanting this film done, it really was almost like a heroic effort of everybody to go back to this absolutely unfathomable trauma. It's like walking back into a war zone. And every single person who I met on the set completing the film was there because they were just trying to do what they could to honor Halyna. And once I understood that, I was like, wow, you people are being vilified and yet you're doing something heroic. So it really made me question my own industry. The people on the set of Rust were really treated very badly. People were thinking of them as sort of like, wow, this is so shameless. You're just finishing this film. And it was so wrong. They actually had every reason to be worried for finishing the film because they could be blacklisted for association with Rust. And so they were willing to do it because they cared about Halyna.
Do you know how they decided to handle the scene in the final cut of the movie?
What I'm aware of is that was actually reconstructed altogether. The whole entire scene where Halyna was killed. It was actually, there was a rehearsal, and they really made an effort to change the film and not go into that piece of it. And I have seen the film, and honestly, it's an extraordinary film. I will say I'm biased towards the cinematography, which is so unfathomably beautiful and a testament to Halyna's great talent. But I felt, it was a really sad, painful film to watch, but it was really actually magnificent as well, because the crafting of the film was absolutely amazing. And the director, Joel Sousa, is really talented. And it was so, I can't even imagine how hard that film, it's hard to direct any film. It's really, really hard to direct a film. And especially with all that emotion and everything going on, it
right.
is
and where he too was shot. I mean, he was shot with the same bullet, right? We believe it was the same bullet that hit both Joel and Halyna, fired from Alec Baldwin's gun, which was supposed to be was not supposed to have live rounds in it, but did. And one of the big mysteries of this case in the criminal proceedings that have gone down is, how did that live round get in there? How did it get in there? And what was supposed to be a dummy round, as I understand it, this is one of those guns where you can see the bullets. And so when you bring out this said gun, a prop gun on a set, you need fake bullets that look like real bullets. That's why they call them dummy rounds. They're not exactly blanks. They're something else. You don't go out and buy a life jacket when the boat's already sinking, and you don't buy gold when the economy's already collapsed. Clearly, others are heeding this advice, as gold hit all-time highs already this year. It's not too late for you. And you could have Birch Gold help you diversify into physical gold. Birch Gold specializes in helping you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA and physical gold for no money out of pocket. One recent 5-star review said Birch Gold was, quote, knowledgeable, helpful, non-pressure. Get your free info kit on gold by texting the letters MK to the number 989898. There's no obligation, just useful information. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and countless 5-star reviews, just text MK to 989898 and let the experts at Birch Gold help you secure your future today with gold. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.